pointed out yesterday with the shir that I said that says he saw a sulam utzavarzo. So over here, the Balaturim, the word sulam is written choser. Okay, so he says sulam mole, which is not the way of it. Rainier is the gematria kol. Right, kol. She says she called tfilas tzadikim usulam b'malochim lalosbo. He says that the tefillah of tzadikim is the equivalent of a ladder that the angels are able to ascend. Chen ola malach b'lav hakorban gabi menoach v'atfilo hi avoda. Tefillah is avoda. Like you find the fire on the mizbech is avoda. Kach kol mishim miskavim b'tfiloso. Person who says the Shemon Esrei with kavona hasulam sholim. B'shlivosov, the ladder is complete with all its rungs. V'cholim lalosbon. As a result of that, the malochim, they're able to ascend that ladder. Okay? But when is it complete? When it's sholim b'shlivosov, that's only if it's a person's mechavim b'tfilosov. So sulam mole is gematria kol. Then he says, and if it's choser, he says b'gematria Sinai. Sulam without the vav and Sinai the same numerical value. Shere'eu Maimen Har Sinai. He showed him Maimen Har Sinai. So what I said was, Avram Avinu, what did HaKadosh Baruch Hu show him? The Bris Bein Absorim. He showed him the Golus, the 4 exiles. It seems he didn't show Avram Avinu Maimen Har Sinai. Yaakov was shown Maimen Har Sinai. Why was Yaakov shown Maimen Har Sinai? Yaakov is the father of Klal Yisrael. He fathered the 12 tribes. And he lived his whole life for that, to perfect himself sufficiently that he should be the one to father the Yudei Shvatim. What is that? Because the Torah cannot be given until there's a Klal Yisrael. So who's synonymous with Klal Yisrael? That's Yaakov. Therefore, the Sulam Choser is B'gematria Sinai. That's the way I understood it. Okay? Also, I pointed out there's a Ramban here, very important Ramban. The Ramban says, when it says HaKadosh Baruch Hu was Hashem Omid Olav on the ladder. So he says, Umavticho liYaakov b'avtocha gedola. He's promising Yaakov with a great guarantee, Lodia shehu lo yeh biyad malochim, that all his functions in the world will not come through angels. Aviyachelak Hashem yeh Hashem imo tomid. Anything he needs, Hashem personally will provide for him. I will be with you, me personally. I personally watch over where you go. Because his dimension was greater than other tzaddikim. Other tzaddikim Hashem will command his malochim l'shmorcha b'chol drochecha. Yaakov was at a level that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I personally watch you. Okay, so what I said was, you find that each one of the Avos HaKadoshim, they actually enacted a tefillah, correct? Avram Shachris, Yitzhak Mincha, Yaakov Arvis, right? When Avram legislated Shachris, he already was an Av. He was already an Av. When Yitzhak says Yitzhak lo shuach basoder, that's when he married. He took Rivka as a wife. He became an Av because he had a wife. When Yaakov, it says Vayivka b'mokom, Yaakov wasn't an Av yet. Yaakov only became an Av later, right? After his mother passed away, he became an Av because that's when he had a wife. Because you can't have 2 Avos and 2 Emos simultaneously. It's when one passes, the other one takes over. And yet here, even before he was married, it's Vayivka b'mokom tikad tfilas arvis. Why was he able to? The answer is because he's different than the others. The others, the level of relation between them and HaKadosh Baruch Hu was a lesser level. But because his level was much more advanced, even though he wasn't an Av, he had the ability to open those channels of communication between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Klal Yisrael. Okay, that's the way I explained it, based on this Ramban. Okay? We're holding Yud Dalid, we said it. Voyazarcha kafar oretz, and your progeny will be like the dust of the earth. Now, there's the famous Yalkut over here. I mean, offer is something which doesn't have much value, right? When you say kachol hayom, you'll be like the granules of sand on the beaches. Okay, sand. Offer is dust. I'm talking about on the terrestrial level, right? That's I'll speak about the gold bullion, right? Okay, I'm talking about. It says offer. Only you find offer or it's only by Yaakov. The offer is not mentioned earlier. What's kafar oretz? It has a certain negative connotation. So the Midrash says that how do you make cement? Add water. If you don't add water, what is it? It's dust. The wind comes, it blows in every direction. So that's what it says. If you take Torah and you intermingle it with the person, right? So then it becomes substance. The wind can't blow it away. However, if you don't have Torah, the Jew doesn't integrate Torah into his life, because Torah is mayim, then what happens? The wind comes, you get scattered in every direction. You get blown all over. That's the medrash. That's the Yalkut. Okay? So it has a negative, but it has a negative connotation if it's not infused with Torah, because Torah is mayim. Over here, if I recall, there's a Siforno, quotes a posuk. Yeah. Take a look at the Siforno. Howard has it marked from last year, previously, I'm not sure from when. The market is easy. You know, years ago I was had a Rebbe, he's the Mashgiach. So I told you, he used to give a share every day for an hour and 45 minutes. And what he said, an hour and 45 minutes, today people don't say 3 weeks in this year. And the Bochrim, there was so much material and information, you would write. And there was a certain person, he's no longer alive, passed away, he was a young man in his 30s. And let's see, he would quote a Rambam. On the sugya, on the subject we studied, he would write Rambam. He didn't write what the Rambam wrote. Rashba wrote Rashba. Afterwards, he went back to his notes afterwards. Knew nothing. Literally. So initially, maybe he remembered that he had maybe something, but a week passes, he had no idea what it was. Instead of writing everything, writing what the Rebbe said, what the Rambam said, what this one said, he didn't write it. So the whole thing was a waste of time. Okay? Take the marker, smudge it. Okay, you got to retain it, right? Smudging is not sufficient. Okay, but at least you know where to go back to. So he says over here, what's for you? Zarcha kafar oretz. Achshi zarcha kafar oretz. I mean, after your children have been beaten to a point that were like the dust of the earth, Ginyin v'tzasimi bo ke'eretz gevech uchechutz la'ovrim ziatachlis hashiflus. We're talking about this before coming to Mashiach. When the Jews will be downtrodden to the point they will reach the ultimate level of degradation, as tifrotz moritz, that's when they're going to sprout forth. That's when they're going to burst forth. The salvation of Hashem that's going to come at the end of time, only after an extensive level of degradation of Klal Yisrael, only then is everything going to burst forth that we're going to go in every direction, in the positive sense. So that's the afar. Afar is forecasting what has to take place at the end of time before things get better. Reaching that level. There's another connotation. This, the first thing I told you is the Yalkut. That offer without water, the wind comes, it blows in every direction. You add water, which is Torah, to the offer, then it becomes substance. The Jew without Torah has no value, scattered in every direction. With Torah, so he's secure. The other is, the Medrash says that when you have an invading army, I said this many years ago, it's a Yalkut, I'll write it on this poster, and the invading army comes in and they march. What happens when you march and you stamp on dust? The dust rises up and totally engulfs the person. That's exactly all the civilizations that tried to destroy us and enslaved us, they no longer exist. They wanted to destroy us, but they ultimately were destroyed through us. The dust rose above them, so we have that characteristic of dust that we initially we may be under their heel, but ultimately we rise up and they become consumed through us. That's the Medrash, that's the Yalkut. That's the characteristic of the Jew. So when a person says these lowly Jews, it's not such an insult. Ultimately, that's going to be what? You know, that's when we hit that level. That's when the Yeshua is coming. Okay. Hine anochi imoch ushmarticha b'chol asher telech. I am with you, and I will watch over you wherever you go. V'ashivosicha el adom azos. I will bring you back. El ha'adam azos. It's interesting. Simi v'ashivosicha el ha'oretz azos. Right? I'll bring you back to this land. I'll bring you back to this earth. Yes, he's scanning the Kliyoka. Okay. Exactly. Only the best vessels. Okay. So I was thinking, it's interesting. It says in last week's parsha, very often it says, most times it says Mishpachos Adama. The Mishpachos Adama, the families of the Adama will bless themselves through you. When Yitzchak gives the bracha to Yaakov, but there were times, it says one time it says Mishpachos Oretz. Doesn't say Mishpachos Adama. Or it doesn't say Mishpachos, it says Goye Oretz. When it says Goye, it's Goye Oretz. When it speaks of families, it's Mishpachos Adama. 1 second. What Adama? I'll bring you back from the four goals. Okay. 1 second. Earlier when he gave him the bracha. Find it. But it says always Mishpachos. So I was thinking, Hashivisi, so I always understand Mishpachos Adama is always what the Malbim and the Maral is right. Adam is called Adam. Why? Because he was made from earth. The animal is also made from earth, correct? So why is the Adam called Adam? Kimin Adam Lukach, because he's taken from the earth. So he explains, the Maral, that the concept of growth only has relevance to a human being. An animal, it's the same animal, small or larger, but it's the same animal. A human being, if you make it's like a piece of earth, you cultivate it, all life comes from earth. You leave it fallow, it remains a clump of earth. So whenever we speak, Mishpachos Adama, the families of the Adama will be blessed through you. That we're speaking about growth. That's growth. So it's Adama. Yaakov is going to Choron. He's worried he's not coming back the same person. He'll be influenced from Avodah Zarah, Giloresh, Domim, whatever else they represent there. So how is he coming back? He's coming back limited. A limited person. Hashivoseicha el Adama. You're going to be returned to the Adama, meaning to Eretz Yisrael in the way where in speaking about the growth aspect of it. It's coming back to the land. That's the physical sense. Hashivoseicha el Adama, that touches upon the spiritual. That's the spiritual growth of the person. You're still going to have that spiritual persona and potential as when you left. It's not going to be less, even greater when you come back. That's why it says Adama rather than Oretz. Kilo azovcho, I will not abandon you. Arasher sisi, esasher dibarti loch. I will not abandon you until I've done all that I spoke to you. Meaning all the guarantees. Rashi says, "Asher anochi imoch lefisho yori meisav v'lovon, ad asher b'sisi im shamish ki bloshen ki." Dibarti loch l'tzorchoch v'olecho, v'ashiftachti l'Avrom al zaro. Whatever I promised Avram and his progeny, l'chav iftachti v'lo leisav. Although both Yaakov and Esau were the children of Yitzchok, the bracha for Yitzchok that was given to Yitzchok goes to Yaakov, not to Esau. Shlo marti lo ki Yitzchok yikor l'chozara. Doesn't say Yitzchok will be the progeny. Elo ki bi Yitzchok. Within Yitzchok, local Yitzchok. Meaning of Yitzchok, of. Not Yitzchok will be the progeny. If it be Yitzchok will be the progeny, that means all his children. Of Yitzchok will be the progeny. Okay, let's see the morale. Okay. Of course, literally, that's what it means. It means to the land, but the question is, what's the value of the land? That's always, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but so what is it over there? It's the same thing. That what is it Mishpos Oretz? It's Goy Oretz. Right. Right, same things that I said. What I said there, that's what I'm saying here. It's like Mother Russia. You know, the Kolkhois, you know, where they planted wheat. Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it. One's land, one's earth. That's earth touches upon the growth potential. That's what earth is.